Omo, we have a God who never fails. We have a God who never fails, who never fails. And finally, our Super Eagles are into the knockout stage of the 2025 AFCON tournament with a match to go in Group C. Our Super Eagles are excelling. We are going to check out the comprehensive insights in tonight's game against Tunisia, the battle of the Eagles, and of course, the Super Eagles trampled over the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. And you have to check this match out. Before that, if you are new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Show love to our very own Super Eagles by liking this video. Please, let's like the video together and share to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kweju Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports. A Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigeria name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please leave your decent comments in the comment box for a special shout out. At least you have to write something in tonight's game between the Super Eagles and the Carthage Eagles decently in the comment box. Subsequently, as I stated, I will give you special shout out. Straightforward, let's get into the video. To me, I think we should start looking for a new goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Stanley Nwabali has not proven to be the reliable one that we used to know during the last edition of the AFCON tournament in Ivory Coast. I'm not much impressed with his performances recently for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And looking at the backups in camp, we are also not much impressed. The likes of Francis Uzoho, Amas Obasoji, we can't rely on these goalkeepers. Going forward, Maduka Okoye, what a strong, numerously have spoken about why he missed out on this 2025 AFCON tournament. Before I even talk about the goalkeeping department, let's have a deep dissection of tonight's game at the First International Sports Stadium, the battle of the Eagles between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and that of the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. At the end of 90 minutes of soccer fiesta, our very own Super Eagles 3, Tunisia 2. We least anticipated going into the game, but the boys have really done well. They deserve all the applause. We have to give it to them. Though at the latter part of the game, we were all sitting on tenterhooks, much confused, very difficult time for us. But indeed, we have a God who never fails, and we did it perfectly. This is how head coach Eric Sequicha and his technical team started the game for the Super Eagles. Stanley Nwabali in the post, Bright Osai Sambo as a right back, Bruno Onyemachi as a left back, Semi Ajayi and Calvin Bassey as the center pair. This time around, Bruno Onyemachi was in to replace Zadu Sanusi. We didn't see the best of Zadu Sanusi in our first game against Tanzania. In the midfield, we had Frank Onyeka coming in. This time around, we didn't see Samuel Chukwu Eze in the game. Wilfred Ndidi, capitano of the team. Alex Iwobi, and we also had Ademola Lookman with Akro Adams and Victor Osimhen leading the attack of the Super Eagles. So initially, it was like 4-3-1-2 tactical formation from Eric Sequicha and his technical team. And we dominated the game. We started pressing high in order to just turnovers, just forcing them to turnovers, making mistakes, just capitalizing on these mistakes and scoring for the Super Eagles. Even within the first 15 minutes, we needed to have scored like 2 goals. We all know Victor Osimhen scored, but it was disallowed. He was at the offside position. And just before recess, on the 44th minute, that was when a season crossing from Ademola Lookman through the powerful heading from Victor Osimhen slotted home the first goal for our very own Super Eagles. And that was the time for the first half. 5 minutes after recess, that was when we had Wilfred Ndidi scoring beautiful, powerful heading for the Super Eagles through the effort. Another one from Ademola Lookman. It was a corner kick, beautiful one there, and he just headed it into the goalpost. And the last one was from the same Adumola Lukman. What a player indeed. He has revitalized his football career in this AFCON tournament. With 5 matches before this AFCON tournament for his club side, Atalanta Calcio, he proved that he was the Adumola Lukman you used to know during the last edition of the AFCON tournament, during the time that he clinched the African Player of the Year. And this is the time he's replicating in the same form for the Super Eagles in this AFCON tournament. In the first game, he scored for the Super Eagles. And in this game, Ademola Lookman scored once and gave brace of assists. Now, let's check out the performance of Ademola Lookman. He was the man of the match of the game. Lookman played 89 minutes. Lookman scored once. He assisted twice. He had 4 out of 7 passing accuracy. In terms of passes in opposition half, 12 out of 15, representing 80%. Passes in Super Eagles' own half, 9 out of 9, representing 100%. Via Sofa Sasuka score, they gave him 9.1 out of 10.0. Now, with the performances of the players, I will just go through quickly for you so that generally I will scrutinize the deduction of what we did in the game tonight against Tunisia. Stanley Nwabali, initially, he proved to be a reliable goalkeeper for the Super Eagles. But this time around, he's lacking communication, trademarks as a goalkeeper. He's lacking them. Those attributes in the post of a goalkeeper, we are not seeing the phenomenal agility in the post, the jaw-dropping skills as goalkeeper, and also the confidence, even fit display as a modernized goalkeeper. We are not seeing it from Stanley Nwabali. And I think this is the right time. I don't know whether you buy my idea as we go in for other goalkeepers. But this time around, we can't keep our faith in the hands of Francis Uzoho and Amos Obasoji. We have to do it in that way, cover up defensively for Stanley Nwabali till the end of this AFCON tournament. Just after that, this is the time. It's a very clear path that we have to go in for a new goalkeeper. Bright Osai Samuel, though I wasn't convinced with the penalty taken from his side to that of the Tunisians, but that was a call of the referee, and there is no way we can fight that. But he did extremely well. So far, starting 2 games for the Super Eagles in this AFCON tournament, he has proven that even if Ola Aina is there, we are having another reliable right back for the Super Eagles. In the name of him, Bright Osai Samuel. Bruno Onyemaechi started the game for the Super Eagles, and I was much impressed. The first time we faced Tanzania, I wasn't impressed with Zadu Sanusi's performance, same as even the pre-AFCON friendly game against Egypt. But this is the time Bruno Onyemaechi was in to say that, yes, he missed out severally for the Super Eagles with the introduction of Zadu Sanusi and is back into the Super Eagles team. I love that synergy between Semi Ajayi and Kelvin Bassey. Though, per how they started the game, we had some lapses from them. But there's the right time going forward against Uganda and into the knockout stage. We can move on and everything will be fine for the Super Eagles. In the midfield, Wilfred Ndidi, workaholic midfielder. Indeed, he showed the leadership skills on the field of play. He broke out all the plays from the opponent side, Tunisians, and they were not taking transition in the midfield. I really love that power and telepathy between Alex Iwobi and Wilfred Ndidi. Same as Frank Onyeka. Looking at the tactical formation of the game, the way Eric Sekuchel wanted to play the game, it was like he wants to dominate. You know, he needed to get the midfield balance to control the tempo of the game. And it worked out perfectly, starting Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alex Iwobi in the midfield. Up front, we had Ademola Lookman in ahead of these 3 midfielders, and he dominated. It got to a time he needed to move to the wings, come in as an attacking midfielder to unlock the Tunisian defenders. He did that. He had brace of assists and a goal, and really appreciate the efforts of our very own Ademola Lookman. Akro Adams, I think going forward, he needs to work on 1 or 2 staffs in the team of the Super Eagles so that you can get to know how best we can move on with how you want to dominate play for the Super Eagles. And I think he also did well. He had some chances. he needed to have converted for the Super Eagles, but it didn't work out in that manner. Victor Osimhen needs to work on how he positioned himself on the field of play. He got all those promising positions on the play or on the field in order to get goals for the Super Eagles. But at times, anytime he moves or he runs into the 18 box, you can see that it's offside. And that is quite worried from that of Victor Osimhen and it's working. Changes came through Chidera Ejike. I was very disappointed in his introduction. I didn't see the best out of Chidera Ejike, but I saw the best out of Moses Simon and other players. Chidozie Awaziem came into the game in order to be combative in the defense part of the Super Eagles. He dominated with the few minutes he had on the field of play, and I really appreciate that from Chidozie Awaziem. So these are the general performances of what I saw from our players. Now, the next point is how we penetrate wide way. I really appreciate that effort. But this time around, we were like, we wanted to dominate through the midfield, through to Adebola Lookman, penetrating his lines to Akol Adams and Victor Osimhen. And it's worked perfectly for us. I love the play. As I earlier stated in my previous videos, that this AFCON tournament is for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And we have to keep our composure so that we can clinch this trophy. We have to take it. We took it in the year 1980, same as in the year 1994. The very last time was in 2013. And this time around, North African country is hosting in the year 1994 in Tunisia. We went for that title. In the year 2025 in Morocco, we are going for this AFCON title. And we have to keep our concentration, every level of what we can do to the maximum satisfaction so that at least we can dominate as we are scoring. We will not be conceding as we did today because scoring 3 goals around 70th minutes and conceding 2 goals, putting our hearts at the level that we couldn't even contain anymore. Giving out commentary, I was like, hey, what is happening? Come back, defend. But it's all ended up in that way for the Super Eagles. So that is what's happened so far from my deductions and what Tunisia did. I know they least anticipated this performance from the Super Eagles. So far, 2 matches in Group C for all the countries. Nigeria leading with 6 points. Tunisia second with 3 points. And this evening, before Nigeria versus Tunisia, we had Tanzania versus Uganda and they shared the spoils. It's ended 1-0. So we have Tanzania at the 3rd position with 1 point, Uganda at the 4th position with 1 point. Let me reiterate. Nigeria, 6 points. Tunisia, 3 points. Tanzania, 1 point. And Uganda, 1 point. Just a game after whatever will be. Definitely, we have a game at hand. That is against Uganda on the 30th of this month. But automatically, we booked our tickets into the knockout stage, which is the round of 16 of the 2025 AFCON tournament. I'm not much impressed with Standing Noah Bali and whatever it is. You can also share your honest opinion in the comment box. So go Super Eagles, go Nigeria. Subsequently, I'll give you special shout outs. It's bye for now.